רבה. חמש, הנה. אחת, שתיים. למה, יש עוד? תציב ולסובב את הרכבים שם כדי לא לסכן אותם, בסדר? מיליון נפילות בקריית תחילת המלחמה. חבר'ה, תנו לי לעבור בבקשה, אני חייב להביא חלקים לכבאים. בבקשה, אני צריך לצאת. משם, נשמה, תוריד את היד שלך, תוריד את היד, סליחה, תוריד את היד. מי זה שם? הלו? סליחה. באתי, כבאי. חיסה. חסום גם פה, חסום גם.
בחור עם הטויוטה, אתה יכול ליישר אותה?
האויב, בבקשה שחררו.
You know, Israelis are to some extent a bit torn on what needs to happen going forward, I think. For example, when the hostages were rescued, you really saw a breakout of celebration, of amazing happiness that hadn't been seen here in 8 months since that dark, terrible, horrific day of October 7th, that great Hamas massacre. People on beaches, lifeguards were taking the megaphones and announcing to the applause of the people in their swimwear going into the Mediterranean about the miraculous rescue. People in synagogues, there were people who were just walking in on the street, secular Israelis saying to the observant Jews, did you hear what happened? I myself was on a walk down a nice trail here near my home in Jerusalem, and random people were stopping me and saying, did you hear the news? Did you hear the news? Everybody wanted to share it. And I think that speaks to this deep desire that Israelis have for a good ending, for positive stories, for a good news. It's how much we care about the hostages who have been taken and stolen away from their country and their people and their families and their loved ones. So that day brought us that glimmer of hope. And I think where this goes, though, is the question of what comes next. Do Israelis now believe that we need to reach a deal to get back the remaining hostages? There's still about 120 in Gaza, just a little less. Let's say about half of them are believed to be alive. That's a significant number that still needs to come home. We won't be able to do operations like this for each and every one of them. And there needs to be a way to get the masses of these hostages back home. And Israelis want to see that happening. So I think that the mood in Israel with that rescue of the hostages, it gives hope that there is still a possibility to get those people who are still alive and to bring them home. Let me just say one word about Noah Argamani. She was that young woman who was stolen away from the Nova Music Festival together with her boyfriend. Everyone in the world has pretty much seen her image being taken on a motorcycle, screaming and yelling to her boyfriend as he's struggling with two Hamas captors who are holding him on each side and begging not to be taken. She really became something of a symbol. Her mother, Leora, who's been sick with terminal cancer, is in intensive care and had one request, was to see her daughter one last time. And the ability for the security forces of this country to bring her home and to give her as a daughter the ability to bid farewell to her dying mother, and for her mother to be able to see her daughter one last time. I mean, this stuff is really, you can't be apathetic to what is happening here. You can't be someone who just doesn't care. And I think every Israeli today sees all of this and just wants more of that reunification of families.
Seva Ador.